And good morning, welcome. It's Tuesday and I've got lots planned for the next hour here on Morning Asia. I'm Tanya Francis, let's get started. Then we'll look at the papers. Today, the front pages of the Financial Times reports a sharp escalation in the US-Canada trade dispute. The Hindustan Times leads with Washington's warning to countries continuing to trade with Iran. And Andy Burnham has promised to keep up the pressure on Russia despite Moscow's outrageous threats on his first official visit to Ukraine as UK Prime Minister. And a little later in today's Spotlight, we're heading into the heart of Old Karachi to discover a remarkable piece of the city's architectural heritage, a 1930s home transformed into a living museum. So stay with us as we step inside TDF Ghar. I told you, lots coming up, but first we're going to start with a review of the papers today. Okay, we start in Pakistan today with the front page of the Daily Times. It's highlighting some diplomatic engagement with Iran. Pakistan steps up peace diplomacy as CDF Munir meets Iran's top negotiator. So the Chief of Defence Forces and Chief of Army Staff Field Marshal Assam Munir is meeting with Parliamentary Speaker Mohammad Bagher Ghalibaf in Tehran. So the meeting comes as Pakistan is working to promote regional peace and stability. The newspaper reports that Munir and Interior Minister Mohsin Naqvi travelled to Tehran, while Iranian media described the visit as part of Pakistan's efforts to help restore stability in the region. To the Financial Times, Trump pledges to bump Canadian car tariffs to 50% after trade talks collapse. So the FT leads with another escalation in the trade dispute between the United States and Canada. President Donald Trump says he will increase tariffs on Canadian cars and car parts to 50% after negotiations between the two countries collapsed. Well, the newspaper says that the talks broke down after disagreements over Canada's trade policies and its relationship with other countries. Trump also criticised Canada publicly, while Ottawa says it is prepared to respond. Well, the stakes particularly high for the North American automobile industry because vehicles and components frequently used or that cross from the US-Canada border during the manufacturing process will be affected by these tariffs if they go ahead. And the Financial Times notes that major manufacturers, including Ford and GM, have invested heavily in integrated supply chains across North America. Okay, to India. The Hindustan Times leads with a sharp warning from Washington to countries that continue doing business with Iran, with the headline, US puts Iran trade partners on notice. So US Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent has announced a new round of sanctions and says countries and companies helping Iran move money could face consequences from the United States. The warning comes after President Donald Trump pledged what he called an economic D-Day against Tehran, as his administration looks for ways to increase pressure on the Iranian economy. The newspaper says that China, Turkey and the United Arab Emirates are among Iran's biggest trading partners, making the threat of secondary sanctions particularly significant. To China next. Xi reiterates Mideast peace stance. So China Daily leads with President Xi Jinping reaffirming China's position on achieving political settlement to the Middle East conflict. During talks with Jordan's King Abdullah in Beijing, Xi called for renewed efforts towards a two-state solution and the establishment of an independent Palestinian state. The newspaper says that China supports a comprehensive ceasefire, an end to hostilities, and the resolution of disputes through political and diplomatic means. Xi also apparently stressed during the meeting the importance of protecting civilians and ensuring humanitarian assistance. Let's go to Bangladesh. The front page of the Dhaka Tribune, repatriation deadlock pushes Dhaka to rethink Rohingya policy. So the Dhaka Tribune looks at the increasingly difficult situation facing Bangladesh over the Rohingya refugee crisis. 9 years after the mass exodus from Myanmar, hopes of returning home have faded as repatriation remains stalled and violence continues in Myanmar's Rakhine state. And the newspaper says that more than 1.2 million Rohingyas are now living in 32 camps in Ukhiya and Teknaf. The population is still growing, with more than 154,000 new arrivals registered alone between December 2024 and July of this year. Next up, the Australian cry for a real path to grow prosperity. So the Australian turns to the country's economic outlook, with business leaders calling for a clearer path to stronger growth and higher productivity. The newspaper highlights comments from Business Council of Australia Chief Executive Bran Black, who argues that Australia cannot simply tax, regulate or redistribute its way to higher living standards. His message is that the economy needs stronger growth and greater productivity. The discussion comes as businesses are concerned about weak productivity, regulation and the broader economic environment. Black is also warning about the growing cost of regulation and arguing for reforms that can make it easier to invest, or for businesses to invest and expand. Right, lastly on our roundup of the papers today, we'll go to the UK, front page of The Guardian. Burnham accuses Kremlin of outrageous threats to Britain. So The Guardian focused on Prime Minister Andy Burnham's warning that Russia is making what he describes as outrageous threats against Britain. Burnham made the comments during his first official overseas visit as Prime Minister, travelling to the Ukraine on its Independence Day. The newspaper says that Britain is continuing to support Ukraine despite warnings from Moscow. During the visit, Burnham also announced that Britain would provide Ukraine with previously classified information to help with the production of long-range cruise missiles. So the plan involves sharing information with Ukraine and from the British defence industries, while Britain also intends to share battlefield data and work with private companies on AI models. There we go, that's the roundup for just the papers worldwide. And we're going to start with in Islamabad, the Pakistani capital. It's going to experience hazy sunshine and hot conditions today, a maximum temperature reaching 35 degrees Celsius. Minimum temperature is going to drop down to 25. Skies are going to be mainly clear, warm conditions continuing throughout the afternoon. People should stay hydrated, that's the advice, and limit not too much time outdoors. There's also potentially a lingering thunderstorm that the capital might see a little later in the day. Now, moving to Beijing, the Chinese capital is going to remain very warm and humid, mostly cloudy conditions during the day. The forecast indicates a maximum temperature of 33 degrees, minimum dropping down to 23. A shower is possible later, particularly towards the evening and overnight as well. So that combination of heat and humidity could make conditions feel considerably warmer than the actual temperature of 33 degrees. Now in Riyadh next, extreme summer heat continues. The capital is going to see brilliant sunshine, very hot conditions, maximum temperatures 45 or 46 degrees, very toasty in that part of the world. Minimum temperatures dropping down to 29, providing a little bit of relief. The forecast is showing pretty clear skies, no chance of any rainfall or clouds. Air quality is also rated very unhealthy, so residents should minimize their amount of time outdoors, especially during those very hot hours in the middle of the day. Now, over in Istanbul, the weather's going to become windier and it's pretty warm, plenty of sunshine. Maximum temperature is going to reach 32 degrees, dropping down to 20 overnight. Breezy conditions are going to happen throughout the day. They're expected to develop throughout, continuing into the evening. Overall, it should be a pretty favourable and pleasant day in Istanbul. Now London, conditions are going to be comfortable there. The British capital is going to see warm conditions, periods of clouds and sunshine. Maximum temperatures will reach 24, drop down to 17. A shower is possible later, of course it is, particularly towards the evening, while the overall weather should remain manageable during the daytime. Across the Atlantic, Washington, D.C. will enjoy plenty of sunshine. Temperatures will reach a maximum of 29, with a minimum around 17. Conditions should remain dry and comfortable, although humidity will begin to increase over the coming days in Washington. Now, meanwhile in New Delhi, they are continuing to experience very warm, humid monsoon conditions, and mostly they're going to see cloudy skies, the sunshine peeking through at times. Maximum temperatures will reach 33 degrees, minimum will remain around 27, so not much difference between the high and the low for the day. Residents should also be prepared for those sudden monsoon showers, could happen at any part of the day, while high humidity, very high humidity, is going to make it feel very warm today. Now, heading north to Moscow, a much cooler weather pattern is expected. The Russian capital is going to see some cloudy conditions, a couple of showers throughout the afternoon, accompanied by some breezy weather. Maximum temperatures will reach 16, minimum drop down to 12. So people living in Moscow should be prepared for a wet and noticeably cooler conditions throughout the day. Okay, and finally we go to Paris. Look at that, a very mixed bag today. It's going to start off warm with a mix of sunshine and clouds, maximum temperatures shooting up to 27. Minimum temperatures will drop 10 degrees down to 17. A couple of showers are also possible as they head into their afternoon, and the evening conditions will remain pretty humid with some more rainfall expected. Now, next up, we're going to explore architecture and heritage in Karachi. Now, in the heart of Old Karachi, a house, or Ghar in Urdu, built in the 1930s, was restored to create a living museum. It's a time portal into what architecture was like in that period and a look at how people used to live. The space now has a small library, holds exhibitions about Karachi, and has a very unique view from the roof terrace. The Morning Age team and I visited TDF Ghar to learn about part of the city's architectural heritage. Welcome to TDF Ghar. This is one of Karachi's smaller museums. It's a beautiful colonial home that's been preserved and restored and gives us a sense of what life might have been in the 1930s when this was originally built. Now, I've had a quick look around. There's 3 levels of beautifully restored areas with the most amazing tiled floors and a museum and a little cafe on the top with a stunning view. So we're going to get someone to show us around so that we can learn about the history of this place. So this place is now known as somewhere where people can come and relax, they can hold workshops, they can use the library upstairs. And earlier I was reading this, I really like it. TDF Ghar is a symbol of gratitude towards Karachi. Our purpose is to preserve the history of our city and make the Ghar a space that welcomes everyone. So we're going to learn more about this. Let's go and find Rabia. There she is. Hello, Rabia.
Hello, so nice to meet you.
Lovely to meet you too. Thank you for having me. It's so beautiful to see something has been so well preserved, because you don't see it that much here in Karachi.
You don't see it in Karachi anymore yet.
Yeah. So I want to learn a little bit more about what this was. It was built in the 1930s and how we've come to today.
So basically, this was a residential complex built by Jamshed Basarwanji Mehta. He was the first mayor of Karachi, and he built this during the 1920s and 30s era. So this place, TDF Ghar, as we call it, was owned by a Hindu woman called Haribai Moti Ram. She used to live here, but after the partition, she gave this house, she sold this house to another woman called Hanifa Bai Haji Ani, and you can see her picture there. It was her home. And she used to live here with her daughter, Aisha Bai Daud.
What a beautiful home to live in, and it's huge as well. What is it, 3 stories?
Ground and upper part, and there's a rooftop.
And a rooftop as well.
So she used to live here, but then in 1965, she donated this house to Ahmed Daud, the Daud Foundation, and he built a vocational training center here for women.
Yeah.
So women used to learn sewing, cooking, and all sorts of skills here. So,
and is that what happens here today? Because I haven't seen any of that yet, but it's an informal learning space. So we kind of, we want to give back to the community. So we have a lot of workshops, we have a lot of drum circles, we have Qawwali nights. Wow.
and all sorts of workshops. We tried, engage more people, communities to come here and sit and, learn skills, maybe one, two, or, just enjoy Karachi's life.
Of course.
How Karachi was back some 70, 80 years ago.
I'm so intrigued by how people might have lived all those years ago. I mean, the furniture, is this original furniture from when?
It is from that era. And some of it is Anglo-Indian, some of it is Parsi, some of it is European. So, we have all kind of a mix. It's kind of a mixture here. So all communities, ethnicities, because in this area, in Jamshed quarters, there used to be a lot of ethnicities: Jews, Parsis, Hindus, Muslims. All of them used to live here together. So we kind of want that
to remember that.
People to remember that era.
Yeah.
So also, can you see the tiles here?
I had a quick look around and the tiles are outstanding, and also the tiles are different in every part of the house that you go into.
These are the tiles, the original tiles
from the 1930s.
From this home only, we have restored them, and they were made in the Jamshed Misrawanji factory. So we've restored them and
they're
see
stunning.
How beautiful the pattern is.
Really beautiful. And in every room that we go in, we'll try and show you the tiles, because from outside to the more solid colour to the more geometric ones here, it really is architecturally so beautiful to see that.
And also this house is a hybrid of a Adwani and Javani style. That is that it has a courthouse styling. So you can see it's a main room, then you move and you see a sehen, a big area where, people used to maybe do some house chores or something like that.
Yeah.
Can you see all those windows? And many windows are there. That's for the ventilation.
Yeah, because most of them are sort of frosted. I don't know if this is how the original glass was, but not to look out of, just to keep the air coming in.
Air comes.
Yeah.
Air and light, both.
And everywhere that I go, I see there was a backgammon set when we walked in. These look like chessboards that are actually sort of etched into the table. And then I'm not sure what this game here is. Maybe you can show me. But it seems like is that an original? Is that what people used to do? Play lots of games back in the day? Yeah.
You can also...
I can see that it's got... What is this? It's got some sort of powder on the top.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make it smooth.
Oh, so that you can move these...
Put all of them together.
Okay. Oh, yes, actually, it slides along quite nicely. Yeah. Was it just talcum powder or something?
It's a boric powder.
Oh, it's a board powder. Okay.
You have to do it like this, and one of them will go inside, and that's your score.
Use this one to get in there. Okay. Okay, this is a bit tricky, so I'll try this. Ooh, nearly. Not quite.
Let's see. I'm not very good at it.
I can see why people... so close.
So this is our documentary wall, and we play a lot of documentaries about Karachi, about old Karachi, and also about our exhibitions, whatever exhibition we're having on the upper floor. So we always make a documentary now. So that is being played here.
I can see lots of old cameras and radios, which I guess is just part of the decoration, or were these actually used back in the day?
They were used, and also a lot of people donate to us.
Okay.
They gave us, like, for example, someone's grandfather had a very old radio, so they donated us. Like, for example, you can see this radio. It was donated to us.
Is this here one full radio? Wow, it is, isn't it? I mean, these are huge. You think about the tiny little things we use these days, and this requires a full tuning and a full room to have it. So you've got one of the documentaries that's been made about the history of Karachi on at the moment, and people can just come in and learn a bit.
They can see how Karachi was.
So people can come in here at any point during the day and just come and watch one of the documentaries that gives us a little bit of the history into...
Also some, people from the ones who are still alive, who have witnessed, who've seen Karachi like this, they get some nostalgic memories back. So you can reminisce that time.
Yeah, of course. Some of the older generation who perhaps remember a lot of what's being played on here. Rabia, tell me about some of these pictures, because this looks like very old Karachi.
Yes. So this is again, a mixture of Karachi, how Karachi was, and how people used to see it. There's a lot of pictures that are pre-partition also, and some of the pictures are post-partition. So you can see the difference. Like you can see that the camel riding was very common. Then you can see some of the buildings are not there anymore. It's Lakshmi building. This building is called Lakshmi building. Then you can see the TDF bridge now. It's not like this anymore. The bridge is still there, but the surrounding area is more developed.
Yeah.
And you can see this Jangir Kutari parade. Well, moving on, you can see this picture. This is Trinity Church. It's still there. You can also see this. This picture is from 1900s.
And this, of course, is a very famous
This is
road.
Karachi's Burns Road.
Burns
area.
Road,
Yes.
which, I mean, in many ways looks quite similar, actually.
Yes,
Perhaps a
still.
few more food stalls there now.
Yes, exactly.
Was it a food street back then?
No, it was not.
No.
It was a residential area, but now it's more of a food.
What I find so interesting, this is a picture from 1961, and it says that it was originally a very posh area of Karachi,
Yes.
taken over by when the Brits were here.
Yes.
And I don't necessarily think from that Burns Road is seen in that way now.
It's more of a food. People go there for the street food now.
Yeah. Some
Yeah.
delicious street food.
Yes, delicious. Every year, we host exhibition here.
Mm-hmm.
So this time the exhibition name is Karachi Khichdi, and
Kitchery.
Yeah.
I can see food.
yeah,
And I actually recognise that name. It's rice and lentils, is it?
lentils, yeah.
Mixed in? Oh, we're in the kitchen. Here we are.
We're in the kitchen. We you can experience a typical 1950s, 60s, or even 70s home.
I know that I'm
You
tall.
don't see a lot of these things now in our homes because we have chopper, blender. So this is a silbatta.
Oh, yeah, that's
So you
okay.
used to, this works like this. You have to put it. You can put the spices here,
Okay.
or maybe kebab, that meat and all,
Mhm.
lentils, and then you have to,
You grind it down.
grind it, and the taste is wow, it's out of the world.
It's like a pestle and mortar, but
It is-
like
it
an
is that, yes.
even older version.
Yes.
And I was going to say, I
So-
know that I'm tall, but these are low. That you can tell that this is a kitchen from a long time ago.
Yes.
And the heat source.
That's a stove, and you can what you can do is you can make the roti here on this.
Oh, I'm going to try it. Okay, well, welcome to my kitchen. I am no longer a journalist. I'm now a chef. Let's make what am I making? Oh, no. Have you done this to me on purpose? What am I doing? What am I doing wrong? I think we need some sort of flour or something, don't we? Oh dear. Okay, well, don't come to my kitchen quite yet. I've got some practice to do. I'm going to stick to journalism. Sorry.
We can try something else.
Okay.
It's okay. So as you can see this? This is a cupboard.
Yeah.
So it's just a normal cupboard, but at we don't have fridge back then. So this works as a fridge.
Oh wow. How?
Yes.
Just
Can you see this mesh panel?
yeah.
Used to
Oh,
pass through
okay.
it, and it's made of wood, so it used to
Keep things cool.
things
Makes sense.
cool. So if something is left, then you can keep it here.
Okay. Very nice. What was it called?
Neman Khana. It was called
Imam Khan.
Neman Khana. It means house blessing.
Okay.
So this exhibition tells the story of Karachi through its normal people, how people used to live back then. They used to have, this open area where you can see this is a charpai. It's a bed
Okay.
for people who used to sleep on it.
Mhm.
Then
I still see them. Like
Yes.
they're still used today.
still common in Punjab
Mhm.
itself. It makes lassi and butter,
Oh,
fresh lassi and
churning. I'm churning. Okay. Maybe my churning will be better than my roti making. Okay. And so they would just sit here and make stuff to then take into the kitchen.
Yes.
Very good.
all fresh. Moving on, we have a bazaar, an open bazaar. That here you can, smell it. You can feel how a bazaar is. Can you smell spices?
I can smell spices. I can see them as well, all the open bags.
So
Yeah.
It's a typical bazaar, how bazaars work. There are a lot of here still at Empress Market, Victoria Bazaar.
Yeah.
You can go there, you can, pick your favorite spice.
So back in the day, this would have probably been a bedroom, would it?
Yeah.
But now it's kind of, I keep saying museum, but it's more an exhibition to show people.
It's more we always, every year we change these exhibitions.
Okay.
So this time it's Karachi Kachri, next time, we don't know what we're doing
So,
here.
no, we'll see. We'll see what
every
happens.
year we change exhibitions here.
Now, I've spotted something that I absolutely love because I think that the trucks, Pakistani trucks are beautiful. And I can see a sort of, well, I guess reenactment of one here.
We have a bus here.
I can take us. Where would you like to go? Shall I take you? You'd like to go to Sadar Market? Okay.
Or maybe we can go to one store and have a bun kebab there.
I can. That's a really good idea. I love a bun kebab. So I'll take you to Burns Road. First stop. Oh look, it's like I'm driving. I don't know if I'm a good enough driver for the streets of Karachi, but first stop a bun kebab, and then we'll stop for
Bazaar guide also.
Okay, here we go. Buckle in. You got your seatbelt on? Okay, just hold on. We're going to go to Burns Road first.
Yes, you can have a bun kebab. You can enjoy the bun kebab.
Some nihari.
Some nihari, yes.
Yep. And then for dessert, maybe some gulab jamun.
Some gulab jamun, yes, or kulfi.
Oh yes. Oh, it's a hot day today. That'd be nice, some coffee. I like that idea. So this gives people an idea, just like me, of what it's like to actually drive through the streets of Karachi. I don't know if I'm brave enough, but yeah, what made you want to put one of the sort of traditional trucks in as part of the exhibition?
Because you don't see a lot of buses also on the streets of Karachi now. So we wanted to show the younger generation, the Gen Z, that how a typical bus experience is, because a lot of Gen Z is not going in buses.
They don't use buses, yeah.
Yes, they don't use buses.
I feel like I see them a lot, but maybe the Gen Z community just don't use them.
I think most of them cannot relate to it.
Yeah.
We wanted them, come here, experience, the buses, how they are, how they come inside. And a lot like this, it used to be a ladies' area. So a lot of truck drivers put the mirrors on this side only so they can,
Oh, now I know why there's so many mirrors everywhere. Okay, very good. Yeah? Okay.
So just put a cycle here with a fish basket. That's how fishermen used to, come at home and sell fishing. You can see.
You got a big one.
You got a big one.
There we go. Well, so they would cycle along and sort of shout fresh fish and people would come out.
Machiwala.
Machiwala.
Machiwala, yeah.
Machiwala, and they would come out and sell fish. It's like a British milkman. That's what we do in the UK. Not so much anymore, but yeah, people drive around in trucks.
And they have fixed addresses also. Like these machiwalas have fixed. They knew that, okay, on this Monday or this Sunday, they need the fish. So they,
Deliver.
Yeah, they deliver.
On a bicycle?
On the bicycle.
Wow. Stairs, but is that where the library is? I don't want to disturb the students.
It's a library.
Yeah.
And a lot of people come here, students especially, come here and study during, in the morning and evening. They come here with the laptops and everything and they study, Okay. We exchange books too.
What a beautiful place to come and study. How serene. Hopefully get rid of the stress of having to study for your exams.
We can move upstairs.
Yeah, let's go.
So you see Tides Bazaar, Tides Mausoleum from there, and at night it's beautiful.
So for perhaps anyone that's not aware of that, that is Jinnah's tomb. and he was the founder of Pakistan. So it's very significant view. Wow, I don't know why I didn't expect it to be that big. It's stunning. So looking out at this view, although it's lovely and sort of peaceful in here, it's a reminder because we've got a gas station here and on that side as well. So I guess it's a reminder of how much of a different world we're living in right now. But it's so lovely that they've actually been able to preserve a part of history from the 1930s as we see everything else around us as modernized. There we go, that's TDF Ghar, a lovely little oasis in the old part of Karachi with some incredible floor tiles, if I do say so myself. Well, just like that, an hour has passed. So tomorrow on Morning Asia, when I'll hopefully see you, we'll hear from another Pakistani artist who took their comedy show to the Edinburgh Fringe Festival this year in the UK. To learn more about her work, find out about South Asian representation on the British comedy scene in the UK. So make sure that you tune in tomorrow and I'll see you then.